At the very young age of 23, Port St. Joe's own Christine Russell, commonly known to her family and friends as Cricket, tragically died as a result of breast cancer. In her memory, the Cricket Fund was established.
The Cricket Fund means a lot to, of course, everybody. To me, personally, as a nurse, when I get phone calls from women saying, oh, I have something wrong or I just need a screening, but I don't have insurance, I can't afford to pay for it, it's wonderful for me to say, you know what, come on, we have a program, come, it's free, no problem. Cricket Fund is not age, it's any age. We do not start at 40, we don't start at 50, it's any age. It's awesome. Pays for diagnostic mammograms, which is when something is wrong, if you're having pain, lumps, bumps, anything, and then it also pays for screenings, so that's a normal, just I need a yearly screening, and then it pays for ultrasounds, which is remarkable. Not many places have this at all. Bay County, they don't have anything like this, so it's great. Franklin Needs is also, Franklin County has actually two, they have the Cricket Fund and Franklin Needs. Basically the same exact thing, no age requirement or anything, so it's wonderful. This is Halen. This is my little girl. Chriselle McGee is our survivor talk, and she's going to come up and say a few words before we start to walk.
Good morning. My name's Chriselle McGee, and I'm 46 years old. I teach at Port St. Joe High School. And thank y'all for coming out. This is awesome. Past 6 months of my life's been pretty crazy, but mostly great. And so I'm going to tell you just a little bit. About March or April, I have two older kids in college, and I called them and I said, I'm not really feeling really well. I just, something's not right. I don't feel well. I don't feel like myself. I feel tired. And I said, something's going on. And they said, Mom, you ought to, just take care of yourself. And it's the end of the school year. You've had a long school year. Just take some rest. So I was in the shower and doing my exam, and I, kind of self-checking and came across a lump about the size of a hard-boiled egg yolk. And that's pretty big. And I thought, gosh, called my mom and I said, Mom, I'm kind of scared. She said, don't think anything of it. You'll be fine. So of course the next day, get into the doctor and check it out. Yes, we need to go have an ultrasound and a mammogram. So we did. And of course it came back cancer, and Shelly was there with me. Thank goodness. She said, do you want me to go with you? And I said, yes. So she's been there with me the whole step, everything that I've done. And they said, well, you need to have surgery. So, you pick the hospital, you pick the direction you want to go. And I said, I'm going to stay with Sacred Heart. I had both my two older kids at Sacred Heart in Pensacola, because I grew up in Fort Walton. So Shelly said, all right, well, we'll get everything going for you, and you'll have your surgery. And so I chose a doctor that did my surgery at Sacred Heart in Pensacola. He was fantastic, a breast cancer specialist. And when we went to go see him, my older kids were with me, and he said, and at this point, you're not sure. You're going to have a double mastectomy. You just think the worst. Has it spread? And then you're starting to hear all these words you've never heard in your life, like oncologist and, lumps and words that we weren't familiar with. And so my kids were really brave, and they kept me brave. And we were going in to see the surgeon, and my son said to me, Mom, are you nervous? And I said, I really have a peace about it. I really prayed, and God really gave me a peace about the whole thing. And I said, it's more like knowing you're going to ride a roller coaster, but not knowing what the roller coaster looked like. And so I thought, I just want to know what the roller coaster looks like so we can get the ride over with and be at the end of it. And he said, that's a good analogy. That's how he was feeling too. Well, we went in, and the doctor said, I have great news. He said, I can save your breast. I'm just going to do a lumpectomy. And I think you're going to have a little bit of radiation, and you'll be done. And I was like, thank you, God. Appreciate that. So sure enough, that's basically what happened. I went and saw the oncologist. My numbers came back really exceptionally low for as old as I am and as big as the lump was. So no chemotherapy, which was a total blessing. So anyways, here I stand. I finished my radiation and go back in another week and find out that everything is going to be great. So I appreciate y'all being here, and just keep praying for people that that have this, because prayer is what works. I'm telling you right now, that's what it is. So thanks a lot.
This is our breast cancer awareness walk for October. We're raising funds for our Cricket Fund. That pays for mammograms and ultrasounds for women who have no insurance. All the donations and proceeds all go to the Cricket Fund at Sacred Heart Hospital in the Gulf. At the Women's Center,
I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all.
I'm here to support my niece's daughter, Cricket, that passed away with breast cancer. With the ones that don't have the insurance, and if there's a problem that arises with the female, that they have the funds available to give them the mammograms and the ultrasounds that are needed, which is great.
I am a cancer survivor, so I believe in finding the cure. I hope it's going to happen tomorrow, but every day counts. So I believe in celebrating life, remembering the ones we've lost, and encouraging the ones still fighting the fight.
To help the Cricket Fund continue its mission to provide free mammograms to women of all ages, consider making a donation. Give them a call at 850-229-5680. Again, that number is 850-229-5680.